Hello everyone, my name's Angela and welcome to these videos. Filming in a little bit of a different location today because this is what I want to explain to you what I've been up to and what I've been doing. Right, so I'm really sorry again that there hasn't been many videos been uploading, and it's not acceptable for YouTube really. You need to be consistent and I'm really fully aware of that. And obstacles get thrown at you. 2020 has been a rubbish year and it can really move on, which I know absolutely everybody is in the same boat for 2020. So I just had a few more obstacles. Yeah, so I haven't been present. One, because we went on a road trip, hence the location, which I'm just about to tell you all about. And two, I had a road accident. My car got written off and I was poorly for a couple of weeks. So, yeah, everyone's fine that was involved. Don't want to go down the route of obviously talking about all the ins and outs and the implications of it all. Yeah, I'm in pain, still taking paracetamol, but I'm here. And let's get on. Because I went away on a road trip with my husband. Like everyone else, we love travelling. We normally fly abroad and to cities, and we even like breaks in the UK. We love all that, and obviously it's put a stop to everyone going, and I'm not trying to be selfish, it's just everyone has different passions in their life, and obviously I'd rather go without a lot of stuff and spend my money on travelling. It's just something I've always loved doing. But with 2020 being slightly different, we can't expect to travel. I haven't even booked a flight, I haven't gone abroad, obviously for different reasons, even with countries that we've been able to. I haven't done that. And we wanted, myself and my husband are quite adventurous and we love being outdoors. So it doesn't necessarily mean we want to be surrounded by people, because we're trying to sort of keep ourselves away from everybody in a certain respect. So even if it was hiking over woods and fields and everything else, to be outdoors, taking the fresh air sometimes can relieve major stress. It's good for your health. So I know I'm waffling on and I'm trying to justify what I'm doing. But it's just the way different people deal with things in life, okay? So obviously, I've been through a few traumas this year as well, and yeah. So we took the bull by the horn, I should say. We've always wanted to buy a motorhome, or we used to have caravans years ago when our children were young. And it was a really cheap way for us to be able to afford a holiday as a family. I had to live on a really strict budget, and it was really cheap for us to do it because I could do all my own food, and the accommodation was reasonable because we had our own accommodation, so we just paid for a pitch per night. And at the time we used to go for a 2-week holiday for £10 per night, so it was £140, and I'd spend money on food like I would at home. So and our kids had wonderful memories of doing that. So basically we decided, because we always wanted a motorhome and everything else, and it's just something actually we couldn't afford, they're just so expensive, but we kept looking and looking and looking, and we knew we couldn't get a brand new one, but we bought a second-hand one. And I really did my research. It took me a while before we come across one that was suitable for us, and for us to have adventures in, and to see if we like it. Because if we did like it, over a period of, we gave ourselves a goal of 5 years, so that if we liked it and it was for us, we would continue and perhaps upgrade after about 5 years. So yeah, we was able to put whatever money we would normally put into spending on holidays, doing a 5-year plan on buying a motorhome. And on a second-hand motorhome, and it's an old one. I think I know I will tell you her name why in a minute. She's 14 years old, but it's been really looked after, and we're really lucky. Now, if my husband hadn't been so busy trying to concentrate on work and business as well, because he has to work and we all have to work, if he hadn't been so busy, he loves a bit of DIY, and he would have converted one himself, but he hasn't got time to do that at the moment. It might be a project in 5 years' time. He hasn't got time to do that, but this was for us to keep isolated, but go somewhere where we can even go for the day, take our lunch in the van. If we don't want to eat out, we can eat our lunch in the van, and we can just go and walk somewhere, and we can go by a lake or woods or forests or whatever. But what we did is we planned a 2-week road trip. I would say 2 week, it was 16 days. So we planned a 16-day road trip, and we knew it would probably be our last one, because that was at the beginning of September, but it'd be our last one for this year because of the weather getting cold. So we decided to do a road trip, and I booked a 16-day holiday with 9 sites. It worked out perfect for us, and we were so chuffed we did it. It was lovely for us to switch off, have a break, and I wouldn't say it's easy, and it's not like previous holidays where if you wanted a day of rest you could lay on the beach and grab a cocktail, or it wasn't. You really have to be organised, completely organised, and you have to work as a team, which we got it off to a pat of a night and of a morning, like putting the bed away and things like that. So we did get it off to a pat, like we could have it all done within 5 minutes. And obviously what you have to consider when in a vehicle that's moving is you have to consider obviously safety elements, like if I had a casserole dish, a casserole dish that was made of glass, I would have to put something to protect it, and glasses, we've got to have them wrapped to protect. So when you're constantly on the move, on the go all the time, you have to consider this, because as you're moving everything could break. So you really have to take, there's a lot of things we've had to learn. We did a previous week away where we did a 3 and a 4 day trip, and that was just to try the van out, which I didn't video and I didn't vlog about it, because we just needed to try the van, just to see, just to learn about her, just to learn her quirkiness and what we can do and what we can't do. So it was a good learning curve. Anyway, what I wanted to do was to show you around the van. The reason why we called her Pearl, and we both come up with that name, is because it was a special wedding anniversary this year, and it happened to be linked to how long we've been married. So she was either going to be Annie for our anniversary or Pearl, and we decided to call her Pearl because it was a special year for us. So that was another reason why we plunged and got a motorhome, because it was a bit of a present to each other, and we've worked hard all our life, and we felt, you know, this year's been rubbish, so let's do something for us. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll show you around my little Pearl, because she's lovely and she's old, but we love her, and I get excited even at the thought of making a cup of tea in here. So very sad, isn't it? But yeah, we just love her. So the cold weather is setting in, and we're not interested really on going out and about too much at the moment. But what we did say, because we'd like to keep healthy in ourselves, is we'd like to go on some long walks. So it'd be nice to drive us somewhere, leave our lunch and hot food in here, go on a long walk, come back, and we can sit in here and eat and drink. And you know, and even if we're out for the day, we've got our own food in here. So yeah, I'll show you around and show you what we did and how we set her up really. Right, so first things first, let's show you the front. So up here, if you can see, it's a lovely skylight and a bed with a ladder so that you can attach it to here and get down. So we did try and sleep up there once. We probably found it a little bit too cramped for two. It's like a big single or a small double. If we was to take our son with us, he'd be fine up there on his own. Or if we took Phoebe Rose, our granddaughter, with us, she would love it up there. We've got curtains that we can draw, so they've got privacy. So there's the curtains, you can draw them for privacy, and this comes up as a safety mesh so they don't fall out. So I was really pleased with that. Now when me and Wayne are travelling on our own, we prefer to sleep down here, which I'll show you the sort of the bed situation in a minute. But what we found was really handy with this, especially to pull this up, we put all our bed in and any warm clothing up there, like jumpers or coats and everything, during the day. So it's a major blessing for us as a storage for our bedding and pillows, and everything's tidy down in the van, so you could just put it all up there and it's all out the way, you just pull it down overnight. And we found that a really handy thing for us. Right, this is the front cabin. So obviously where we sit if we drive, and the passenger one, these do not swivel round, they're fixed seats. We do have enough seating inside the van, so we are not that worried. But if you can see at the front, it's quite old, because it's got a CD player. I thought that's a blessing in disguise, because I've got some brilliant CDs indoors and they never get played. So I got this case which holds 100 of our old CDs, and we filled that up, and I just thought brilliant, because they don't get used indoors because we use other things. So yeah, so I brought all my favourite CDs out and we sing song, and we have a great sing song while we're driving. We've got curtains here, and the curtains, as you can see, pull round the cabin, so that gives us loads of privacy of a night. That's absolutely fine. Right, so I have so I will show you the cupboards that we've got at the top and what we use them for. So we have, this is normally filled with toiletries, anything that we need, like sun lotions. That is just like a normal cupboard. This is filled with normally food, so we have that filled with food. This is like everyday stuff, and this is what I mean by wrapping your glasses up so that nothing breaks, and our cups are in a cup holder so that it doesn't break. This is our little drinks cabinet, which we keep our kettle in as well, and we have 2 wine glasses and 2 flutes as well. Not that I'm a big champagne drinker, only on a special occasion, but it's just nice to have the variety of glasses in there. And yes, I do like proper glasses when I'm drinking wine. And then we've got a coffee percolator, because we do like a fresh coffee in the morning. Yeah, so, and that's just like our oil we keep in there. And we have these little travel mugs, which I take with like tea and coffee if I take a flask. So that's a little drinks cabinet. And then up here, originally, when we bought the van, was an old TV that come out on a swivel. And to be honest, yeah, we wasn't that interested in it. So what we've done is, in case we ever go on a site where we've got electric, we bought a microwave with a curved back, and we was able to find one to fit in there. So that just plugs in the plug socket here. And yeah, it's just really handy if we needed it on an electric hookup site. So we can be self-sufficient. And which we try and do. And also we, now and again, because we like to charge phones and cameras and goodness knows what, we like to pay for the electric so that we can charge our bits up as well. So that's when we would use like the microwave. Alright, same again on this side. So we have one of these each, which these will keep our socks and underwear in, and just t-shirts at the top. And we have one of them each, and that's Wayne's one normally, and that's mine. And then the one in the middle, miscellaneous stuff. We normally try to keep some cards and board games and pads and maps and things like that at the top up there for that one. We have storage below the seats. So in this one here is our general stuff. We have things like a fan heater, and I'm just trying to think in general. Yeah, just odd bits and bobs. We have a little handheld vacuum in that one. Wayne keeps his camping tools in here, a hose for the water and the electric hookup. And then in this big long one, we normally keep things like, I've got a long clothes area and windbreak, anything long, and that goes in here. So we have plenty of storage. So anyway, this comes out, this one here comes actually out as a double, a small double, and this converts to a small double, or you can have one king size double. And to be honest, for the room, oh look, I've got a cup of tea on the go, can't go anywhere without a cup of tea. And so what we do is we convert it all, we have the whole lot out and make it all nice and cozy, and so we've got loads of space, so we can put it all out and then we put all our bedding down. If we was in a rush, we'd only put one side out, and normally it'd be the long one, and we pull that out and then we leave the table up. So the table and chairs would be left up, and we would just pull this one out, and that's comfortable enough if you want a quick bed without making it all up. But yeah, so I'll take you round to the rest of the kitchen. So this is our wardrobe, which is really handy to hang things up, and we've got a mirror. So we've got a mirror there. Yeah, we've got a heater, which is great. I already had this indoors, so a lot of stuff I've just bought from what I had indoors, and it's a bit luxurious really for a motorhome. But we've got a little portable ironing board which hangs up there because we've got a little travel iron, so most of the time we don't need it, but it's handy. And then we've got the pegs there for hanging our towels and washing, and obviously our hangers and storage. Yeah, so that is that one. So this is our cooker, and it's brilliant. So we've got a grill and we've got a cooker and we've got storage at the bottom for pans, which is brilliant. And then with this, so if we're on an electric hookup site, we tend to try and use this one because that is an electric ring. But if not, we've got these three which we can use with our gas bottles on. Yeah, so that is because the whole oven and the grill run on gas, but and then we've got three for the gas bottles. So over to the sink. I always keep a big bottle there, so that's what I fill up with water for our drinking. But yeah, this is the sink, and I really love it because it's not a silly round one, and we've got a draining board, and that goes down on there as extra surface, so I love that. And then up here we've just got storage where we normally keep tea, coffee and cereal up in that one. And we've also got our fridge with a freezer compartment, which works really well. We're really happy with it. Right, so this long door at the end takes you into a little compact bathroom with a toilet, which is brilliant. Saves going over to the toilets in the middle of the night. Sink, there's our hand wash, a mirror and a shower. That's where we keep normally our toiletries, up there. So we keep all our shampoo, and we leave this up when we've stopped. And then yeah, so this is the little bathroom, and that's the place where we keep all our bits, and the shower curtain that goes all the way around there. I'll just switch that off, and there we go. That's our little compact bathroom. So I hope you enjoyed a little tour of Pearl, and watch out for the next videos that are coming up with our first lot of adventures with Pearl. Yeah, so I will be trying to do other content as well, but I'm back and I'm up and running. Thank you for watching, and if you like, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe, and yeah, I'll see more of you soon. Bye.